Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild. Sorry for not uploading last week, not really uploading last week. I just had the Wednesday episode and it was half-assed, let us say it that way. I was very sick and it was not possible to really work a lot and to do to be the least, at least the bit entertaining that I'm trying to be. So, but I'm trying to get back on the horse this week. I'm still not absolutely fine, but it's getting better, and now we will have to see. I did some work in the meantime. I could sit in front of the computer for a bit always, and then I try to do a bit of work. So what I have done is, you can see that I changed out the solar panels on this thing here. This is one of the communications arrays that I have set up to be able to contact the base back here. And I did that, we talked about that back there too, on a lot of these other other points here. So I think I have one. Sometimes I miss some of the things and I don't know why, because I know that back at the asteroid base is another communications array, but it is 61 kilometers away, so there must be something in between, and I think that's at the gold asteroid. I will go there and take a look at it if all these communications arrays work, so to get a grip on them. The problem that I had, and that's why I changed the solar array here, is that I lost the sails. This the solar tracker also doesn't work too well. It kind of broke off the rotors, and it's not really workable. So I came up with this thing. This gives me the ability to have most of the time sun on the solar panels, and it doesn't really matter how it rotates. So I have a good amount of sun on all the solar panels here. I also have batteries here. The moment they're discharging and they bring power to the antenna here. I have 5 here, and then I think I have somewhere there is 4 and 3 is at the asteroids. It seems that 4 is out. We will go there and see if we can do anything about that. Maybe we can do that with the Duchessa. It could be that the Duchessa is even there. I'm not too sure. We will see. But what I did for this week is I changed some things on the ship. I've placed this on top of here. I finally started to work with a projector. I decided to place more communications array on my way, and I'm trying to just place them in free space. They are considered spaceships then, or starships, and that's why they need thrusters, they need gyroscopes and all that stuff, and they get more complicated. And so I decided to make a blueprint, and I'm trying to build the next ones with a projector. So I'm projecting that thing into space, and then I will go and try if the nanites can fix that. It should be able. I will have to cut it off the ship because I have to connect it to the projector somehow. There might be a way with a projector nanite antenna that I can do something there. I'm not too sure, but we will see. If I can just place it into free space, we will take a look at that in a second. Let us just for a moment go back to the gold asteroid take a look at the antenna there, if we can bring it back online, because you can see that all the antennas, I can't see the antennas behind that point. That's one thing we should just fix, and then we will go and do our next jump into the direction of Mars. So we will go back and then back here, and then next jump to Mars, and then we will project our next communications array. And this week I hope we can arrive at Mars. We can make more scans on the way and see if we can find more stuff. That's also a thing. And then when we arrive at Mars, we will start to build stuff there. You can, by the way, you can also see that I did more work on the ship itself. I got into building a bit. That's one of the things I could do, and so I just kept building, closed holes, and started to form more stuff. By the way, at the thrusters, or not by the way, at the thrusters, for example, I did some work and got some. I got some form on the thrusters there. Good. I know that at the gold asteroid there is a communications array. Let me jump there, and then we will just repair a bit and then go back to, yeah, into the direction of Mars. Right idea, wrong asteroid. I reached out for the absolutely wrong point, and then I had to find this thing here. That's the last stationary base I built, I think. Everything else has to be anchored to to asteroids now. But what I had to do is I definitely had to remove the arms, destroy that completely. That was all on top here, and then make this pattern that should be enough so that all the time a few of the panels are in range. I will wait until these solar panels are done, and then I will fly on and build try to get one of the projections going. Okay, we are out here now, 45 kilometers away from the last Icarus satellite, and we want to place the next one. So I wanted to do that with the projector. The first thing I want to do is turn off, I will just do that from here, all the nanite modules, just so we can go into the projector stuff and see what we are doing there. So with the projector, at the moment it is turned off because I already have a blueprint in there and all that stuff, so now it should project something. But we will go and take a look at it again, just so you can see that. The blueprints, you can remove that here. Now nothing should be projected. Good thing. The blueprints are things you can do in a creative game or something like that. I did that here for this projector. I normally don't do that, but for the projectors I think it works out well. I like to build stuff by hand, kind of, but I have a thing that I want to place over and over and over again until I reach Mars, and so I thought having a standardized communications satellite should be okay here. Good, let us go in and take this out. We just use a blueprint from this blueprint screen here. It automatically opens. I have this ComSat MK1 here, and I will just use this, and now we should see a projection, or shouldn't we see a projection? It is offset, so we don't see a projection. Normally it should just project that thing. I know it does. It did it before, and now I have to take a look at why it wouldn't do that right now. Let me take a look at that. It didn't project because it was out of bound. You can see that. I will go 28. At one point it just should basically shut off that thing and say, okay, it is out of bound. There. 30, 29, and then 28. Now we should see the projection, I hope at least. There's the projection. That's how I want to build that. Basically, it is a big ship with the solar arrays on there and an antenna on top. I have to be very careful. To be very careful. I have a cockpit on there so that the program doesn't suspect this thing to be trash and removes it. And so I hope it can just stay that way. We can use that as a communications array for yeah, everything back home. This is the connected block. This is the block I could now weld. I don't know how the nanites do that. If they start somewhere up top here or so, because I have two antennas on here. I have the projection antenna and the repair antenna on here. I don't know what the projection antenna does. I never looked that up. And so I have posted it on there, so maybe the nanites take that as the first thing and then build from there. I'm not too sure. Good. Okay, people, then let us start the nanites and see what they do here. Just turn it on and see if they automatically start to build. When I'm that was lag. When they are done, I can just take off these two blocks and then I should have a singular spaceship in there. The nanites do something, but it might take a while. Or let me see. Yeah, see, now they started to weld that thing. That is cool. That is cool because now I can just project stuff into space and then let the nanites build that thing. Nice, 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 nice. I will wait here until this is done and then we disconnect it from the ship and let it fly on its own, change the name and all that stuff. Everything should be done now. Now let us cut this thing off and see if we then can control it, rename it, and then go our merry ways again and leave that thing here. The turrets. By the way, I added these laser turrets here. Don't seem to shoot it. Can we move it? We can move it. So the you can see that the solar panels do their job very, very well, although they say no fuel. But now we can go and make all the necessary adjustments. We can go to the batteries, set them to semi-auto. I can put everything to me, it's already done, and then go and rename the antenna to Icarus. And I'm using Roman numerals here, Icarus 6, and enable broadcasting and broadcast radius 50,000. That's right. This is all set. This is all set. The solar panels are done. Control station is, we will use that as the main cockpit. That should be everything. Now we can just leave that thing here and have a nice new communications array that helps us extend our range further to Mars. Do we have all the other satellites in range? We have Icarus 5, and there are the other satellites and antennas we can reach to the base down there. That's a good thing. The other the other satellites are somewhere in this mess of signals here. Yeah, good thing. That should help us keeping this going. We will rename that also to Icarus 6. Sometimes these the info tab here. Oh, that's funny. I was not able to convert that thing to a station in my test world. I have set that in the test world that I could change this. But now we could change this to a station and even have it then we could get rid of the thrusters. But I think it's a neat idea to have thrusters on there, so if we ever want to change the position of that thing, we could do that. We will change this to good thing. Okay, now we can leave it here and can go on further towards Mars. And I have the feeling Mars doesn't come any closer. The next arrays, I think I will not show you. We did a lot with the communication satellites now, and I think we should stop. But this thing should just stay here. It counts as a ship, so the whole thing shouldn't get deleted by the program itself. Good thing. One thing I wanted to do here too is use the scanner and see if we can find any derelicts here in this region. We are doing 40-kilometer jumps, so it should show us all the derelicts in the area. Can we go and see? We can reach all the satellites from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is the... Ooh, what's this? Oxygen tank, small radial power transmitter. This is the solar array, or the solar satellite. And everything else is reachable too. The Chesa freighter. Everything that has an antenna that can be reached is reachable from here. I did some repairs, by the way, on the turtle. This is the... Ooh, is this? I think this is the... this is our shuttle, our transfer shuttle. I think that's on the planet, so we can reach really everything here. That's very, very nice. Good. Now the scan to see if we can find anything. If we can find anything, then we will definitely make... Ooh, drifting small. 18. And then elevation 18, so up a bit, and then azimuth a bit to the right. 4,000 meters. We will do that. We will go there, and in the next episode we will take a look at this, whatever this is, I would say. I did enough for today. I need to rest a bit again. Oh, it is so playing this game is straining. So it should be somewhere 40, somewhere there, and then a bit up. Maybe it's somewhere around these asteroids. So we could go there, and then next episode take a look at the derelict we have there. Nice thing. That's also cool. Good people. I think that's all for today. Next episode we will go to this derelict and see what that is. I hope you liked the episode. If you did, then please leave a like on it. That helps me out. Leave a comment if you have something to say. And I hope to see you on Wednesday. And I think on Wednesday we will definitely have an episode. I'm getting better, so my motivation to make episodes is up again. Good people. See you on Wednesday.